What's up, tech investors? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a company that's been making serious waves, BigBear.ai, ticker symbol BBAI. The stock just went ballistic, up 45% initially, and even more in pre-market, after a major DoD contract win and a huge upgrade from Cantor Fitzgerald. But is this the real deal, or just another flash in the pan? Are we looking at the next Palantir, or a pump and dump waiting to happen? We're going to break down the good, the bad, and the potentially ugly, so you can decide if BBAI deserves a spot in your portfolio. Okay, let's quickly recap the headlines. BigBear.ai, which specializes in AI-powered analytics for the defense and intelligence communities, landed a significant contract with the Department of Defense. This, coupled with Cantor Fitzgerald's upgrade and revised price target, sent the stock soaring. Cantor is practically hugging BBAI right now. They see huge potential in their virtual anticipation network, or VANE system. Essentially, it's an AI that helps the DoD anticipate threats and make better decisions. This contract is a massive validation of their technology and a potential game-changer for the company. But remember, news can be deceiving. Let's dig deeper. What's the real story here? Alright, let's start with the immediate, first-order impacts. Obviously, the stock price went up. Like, a lot. This attracts more investors, which can lead to further price appreciation. Cantor Fitzgerald's upgrade is also huge. It signals increased confidence to the rest of the market. This upgrade is not just a pat on the back. It translates to more investors taking BBAI seriously. The stock surge also strengthens BBAI's financial position. It makes it easier for them to raise capital, potentially through equity offerings, and strengthens their balance sheet. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, the DoD contract validates BBAI's technology. It proves that their AI-powered intelligence platform is not just a fancy demo. It's something the U.S. military is willing to invest in. This is a major feather in their cap. Now, let's look at the second-order impacts, the ripple effect this win has on the broader industry. First, it increases investor interest in other AI-powered defense companies. Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR, is the obvious one that comes to mind. BBAI's success could draw more attention and capital to similar companies. We might see higher valuations across the board for companies in this space. Second, it increases competition for DoD contracts. Other companies are going to see BBAI's VANE system and think, hey, we can do that too. This will lead to more innovation, but also fiercer competition. Third, the DoD's embrace of BBAI's technology might encourage other government agencies and defense contractors to accelerate their adoption of AI solutions. This is a trend we've been predicting for years, and BBAI is helping to push it forward. Finally, the growing demand for AI solutions in defense is going to lead to increased demand for talent. AI specialists, cybersecurity experts, data scientists. Get your resumes ready, folks, and expect partnerships and acquisitions. Larger defense contractors might look to acquire smaller AI companies like BBAI or form partnerships to gain access to their advanced capabilities. This is where things get really interesting. Okay, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. The third order, socioeconomic impacts. If BBAI's technology proves effective, it could contribute to improved national security. Better intelligence analysis, better threat prediction, that's the promise. This growth is a huge potential win and could lead to job creation in the tech and defense sectors. Increased investment in AI and defense technologies could stimulate economic growth, fostering innovation and creating new industries. But, and this is a huge but, the increased use of AI in defense also raises ethical concerns. Bias, transparency, accountability, these are all critical issues that need to be addressed. We need to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically. There's also the potential for misuse. The technology could fall into the wrong hands, leading to unintended consequences or even contributing to conflict. And finally, the development and deployment of advanced AI technologies in defense could shift the balance of power between nations, leading to increased tensions and competition. This is a serious issue that we need to be aware of. It's a double-edged sword, folks. Now, let's talk about the risks. And trust me, there are plenty. First up, technical risks. The article mentions the advancement of the Virtual Anticipation Network, VANE, prototype. Transitioning a prototype to full operational use is inherently risky. Can the system handle real-world data volumes and user loads? Can it scale? Will the system consistently perform as expected in diverse operational environments? Is it reliable? How well does the system integrate with existing DoD infrastructure and data sources? Is integration really seamless, or are there going to be some major headaches? Is there a plan for continuous maintenance and updates to keep the system effective? How about keeping it secure? And of course, AI accuracy and bias. AI systems are susceptible to biases present in the training data, which could result in inaccurate or unfair predictions. What if Vane makes the wrong call? The consequences could be catastrophic. And it doesn't stop there. AI models need to be continuously monitored and retrained to maintain accuracy. Changes in the operational environment, data patterns, or adversarial attacks can lead to model drift, resulting in performance degradation and potentially unreliable intelligence. If Vane starts giving bad intel because the models are outdated, that's a huge problem. And then there are the cybersecurity risks. As an AI-powered intelligence platform serving the defense sector, BBAI is a prime target for cyber attacks. Data breaches, model poisoning, system disruption. These are all very real threats. The compromise of sensitive data could severely damage BBAI's reputation and jeopardize national security. Attackers could manipulate the AI models by injecting malicious data, leading to biased or incorrect outputs. Imagine a foreign power feeding misinformation into Vane to manipulate U.S. military decisions. Think about it. The stakes are incredibly high. Let's move on to business risks. The article highlights a major DoD contract. Over-reliance on a single customer, the DoD, creates significant risk. What happens if they lose that contract? What happens if DoD spending gets cut? This could severely impact BBAI's revenue and profitability. They need to diversify their customer base. And then there's the competition. The article mentions Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR, as a competitor. But PLTR is a giant, a behemoth in this space. The AI-powered intelligence platform space is likely very competitive. BBAI must continually innovate and differentiate itself to maintain its market position. They need to stay ahead of the curve, or they'll get crushed. Winning a contract is only the first step. BBAI must successfully execute the contract and deliver the promised capabilities. Delays, cost overruns, or failure to meet performance requirements could lead to penalties, contract termination, and reputational damage. They need to deliver on their promises. And then there's the earnings volatility. The article notes that BBAI's stock has declined after earnings releases for 8 consecutive quarters. 8. This suggests potential volatility in the company's financial performance and investor sentiment. Their reliance on contracts can lead to unpredictable revenue streams. This isn't a smooth ride. It's a roller coaster. Buckle up. Don't forget the management changes. The recent change in CEO, Kevin McAleenan succeeding Mandy Long, introduces uncertainty. New leadership may bring changes in strategy, operations, and company culture, which could impact performance. This could be a positive change, or it could be a disaster. We just don't know yet. And finally, the stock price volatility. The article mentions a significant surge in the stock price following the contract win. Such rapid price movements can be followed by equally rapid declines, particularly if the initial enthusiasm fades or if the company fails to meet expectations. What goes up must come down, right? Be careful not to get caught holding the bag. Okay, let's talk about the ethical risks. This is a big one. AI systems can perpetuate and amplify existing biases in the data they are trained on. This could result in discriminatory or unfair outcomes in the defense context, potentially leading to unintended consequences and ethical concerns. What if Vane reinforces existing prejudices? What if it targets innocent people based on flawed data? And then there's the privacy issue. AI-powered intelligence platforms often involve the collection, analysis, and use of personal data. There are ethical concerns about privacy violations, surveillance, and the potential for misuse of personal information. Are they respecting people's privacy? Are they being transparent about how they're using data? These are critical questions. It is essential to ensure transparency and accountability in the development and deployment of AI systems. Lack of explainability or transparency can make it difficult to identify and address potential biases or errors. How can we be sure that Vane is making decisions fairly if we don't understand how it works? While not explicitly mentioned, the use of AI in the defense sector raises ethical concerns about the development and deployment of autonomous weapons systems. These systems could potentially make life or death decisions without human intervention, raising serious moral and ethical questions. Is BBAI contributing to the development of killer robots? And finally, AI can be used to generate and spread misinformation or propaganda, which could have serious consequences for national security and public trust. Can Vane be used to create fake news? Can it be used to manipulate public opinion? These are all very real concerns. We need to be vigilant. So, what's the verdict on BigBear.ai? BBAI's success is contingent on successfully navigating technical hurdles, managing business risks, and adhering to ethical principles. The DoD contract win is a major positive, but it's not a guarantee of future success. Investors should carefully consider these risks before making investment decisions. The rapid stock price increase, while exciting in the short term, should be viewed with caution, as it may not be sustainable if the company fails to deliver on its promises. Do your own research, understand the risks, and don't get caught up in the hype. This could be the next big thing, but it could also be a disaster waiting to happen. The key takeaway? Be informed, be cautious, and invest wisely. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.